Hello, everybody. It's Bill, Kevin, and Mary Jo. Hi, guys.
Hey, you
Hi,
guys.
Bill.
Hi, guys. Hi, Mary Jo and Kevin. Should I
It's
just
good
keep
to see you, Bill and Mary Jo.
It's good to see you, Kevin and Bill.
Mary Jo and Kevin? It is always good to see you. Oh my God, we're starting the tomfoolery already.
It's good to see us.
Can we help ourselves? No, we cannot.
We can't.
It's a nice day. What can we
Welcome,
do?
everybody, and thank you for supporting our little Kickstarter. And one thing that I feel like we haven't really celebrated enough is the return of Pearl and her henchmen,
You're right. We have not celebrated that enough.
as played by one Mary Jo Peel, as I understand it. I think that's who did it.
Yes.
So, Mary Jo, just to start things off, I wanted to ask you, like when you started this character with Trace back in season 7, right? Yeah, it's right after Frank left. I think he left in season 6. Kevin, correct me if I'm wrong.
It's all a blur to me.
Well,
You guys are worse than me.
I don't remember.
yeah, not to split hairs, but I think she made an appearance before then.
Oh, okay.
As Trace's, obviously, but I think it was a 1 or 2 off.
That's her. Oh, come in. Mother.
It's so wonderful to see you. Mwah, mwah.
You look fabulous.
Okay. Someone will know, and if it isn't us. But anyway, like the way you started that character as Clayton's mom, and then maybe like how it evolved into the thing that she eventually became in seasons 8, 9, 10, and beyond.
Well, I think if my poor memory serves, it was intended to be a 1 or 2 off, just introducing the elements. And I think the first one was in when Trace had to put his mother in a home. And so I'm sorry, I lost track of the question, but I know.
I'm not sure I asked one officially because
okay, I hope I didn't
just
interrupt you. Sorry.
made a rambling statement and hoped you would take it from there.
Yeah, I know that the makeup got easier and simpler, and the fake nails went away. And believe it or not, I think she got a little more refined. I think she got a little less over the top. So I think, my acting chops really came in, and I was really able to refine and nuance the character.
Yeah. I as I recall, she started as kind of like just an overbearing mom, but not like a mad scientist mom. She was just like, my weird son has embarked on this project I don't give a damn about. And she had the big hair. Didn't you have a little bit of mustache too?
Yes, I did, and I think I had a beauty mark.
That's right.
That moved around, I think.
I think you moved it around. I don't know if you did it before this, but when you did that like Marie Antoinette thing, having like a formal ball at Castle Forrester, it just kept going like in each different shot.
What a weird job
And eventually Bobo ate it, I think, because he thought it was a tick.
That's right.
More canapes. I'm eating these things faster than I can turn them out. Ooh, Junior Mint.
Yep.
Oh my.
So when we got to the return of Pearl, theoretically frozen or something, going through time to the Planet of the Apes world.
Get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape. Nelson, we meet again.
Mrs. Forrester.
The reveal of her as like the big bad wasn't until the end. We did, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, we had the whole Planet of the Apes thing, and Pearl was just going to be the season, right, Kevin?
Well, she was the lawgiver, which is something we decided pretty early on. And I loved that whole, it was just like a throwaway explanation. Well, I got locked in a glacier or something and came out, and here I am in this planet of the apes. Oh, by the way, my son came back to life, and I killed him. And we just sort of left it as that.
Right.
And so we did ended up sort of casually mentioning that Pearl had murdered her own son.
You, the lawgiver, but how?
Here's the short story. You see, after my... Spread out. You see, after my beloved Clayton turned into a star baby, I vowed... Get off! I vowed to do it differently. I vowed to raise him to be as fine a young man as you could ever hope to see. But I got busy and I never got around to it, so I got another hopeless idiot who started off on his mad experiments. And then it happened. My beloved Clayton passed away. When I was done smothering him, I vowed to avenge his death.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I had forgotten.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
Clay, I want to call him Trace, but Clayton killed Frank too, right? Officially? Didn't he just smother him with a pillow, or am I?
No.
Oh.
That was a different time, but I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. We don't remember anything about this show.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly the cause of
We just made it.
death.
We don't know jack about it. Who should I kill, though?
Oh,
It's
I know.
like-
Well, I mean, Frank didn't really die. He was assumed into heaven by the angel Torgo.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Now arise, TV's Frank, and join me, for they are all here. Tonto and Cato and Robin and Don Wilson and Gabby Hayes.
And Joe Besser?
Yes, all of them. In short, yes, we have second bananas.
Of course, that's
And
right.
he canonically became a soul taker.
That's
And
right. Yes.
will be erased soon enough.
Yes.
What I loved about the return of Pearl, first of all, just calling you lawgiver, Bobo calling her lawgiver, like throughout the series, long after we had left that, Planet of the Apes milieu. But lawgiver. And Kevin, Bobo started as like the sort of like straight man, smart guy of a pair of apes. The other one was played by Mike, of course, called Peanut. And he was sort of the dumber than dirt.
Yeah.
Apes have progressed far. Why, who can say what wonders...
in the year 20...
Doctor! Your research...
And Bobo was supposed to be the intellectual. He was a professor.
Yes.
And so he was sort of a cross between Roddy McDowell's ape and Dr. Zaius. So he was supposed to, but he devolved very quickly.
Yeah, even in the first show, that was sort of the denouement. I was one of the apes in the back there. If you're really, me and Paul Schurston were back there just swinging around in ape costumes. And Kevin, your mask got less punishing after a couple of shows, right?
Well, we went through a couple of iterations, and the first ones were just destroying my face, my skin. So we tried one that had an elastic band around the back, but after one 11-hour day on the set where we were shooting the first episode of the season and then doing press photos afterwards, I was driving home and was completely consumed by a migraine that nearly ran me off the road.
Yeah.
And so the next day I talked to, I think it was Kristen, to Andrea, that the makeup folks, and said, let's go back to the glue. But I think it ended up that they found a better glue for me, and so it wasn't so hard on my skin, and they prepped better for it. So that was what we did from there on in.
I think the tricky part was like having that separate moving jaw piece so that it was at least some semblance of reality. It just didn't look like, a cheap Halloween mask. But
well, Chris Ballas is coming back to do an entirely brand new Bobo appliance from start to finish. First thing he's going to have to do is do a life cast of my face again, which is always fun. because you have to breathe through 2 straws up your nose, and that's it for about a half an hour.
Oh God!
And I'll probably have to shave my face, which Jane is not excited about.
Yeah,
but she hates my shaved face. She looks at. Here's a short story. The Murphy family has a congenital smirk. We all have this like the smart ass, wry smirk, like we're always laughing at you when we talk to you. Even if I'm listening intently and I smile a little bit, it looks like I'm saying F you to you. So she gets angry when she sees me without the facial hair. So
how does the beard just sort of like softens the effect?
Like
because it's one side of the lip that curls and you can't see that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of shaved old men running around. That's
right.
Because I am doing likewise. I thought the other option might be to like really go full David Letterman beard and or like that full rabbinical thing and just spray paint that white for
Brain Guy the White would be great. You know?
How about Brain Guy Duck Dynasty?
I've gone native.
That would make me so
I'm
happy.
quite the Southern icon.
Bill, that would make me so happy.
So one of the things that I loved about doing the show was watching or just, co-creating it with you guys, if I may be so pretentious, and just like responding to stuff in real time. Because as I mentioned, we kind of had pegged for the entire season, after Trace and Frank, Trace wasn't going to come back, that we would do the Planet of the Apes with Pearl kind of in charge of all the monkeys. But I think it just got, first of all, the Sci-Fi Channel wanted us to go everywhere else, like be basically the Starship Enterprise, which was a ridiculous ask for that little set. But also, I think it was like, Mike didn't really love putting on that peanut mask. He was happy to let that go. We were getting a little bit like, how many monkey diaper jokes can you make? And so we just like tried an interim thing with the Brain Guy planet, and then just took me along. There was no plan, though, as I recall. It was not really. We didn't have a story arc for the whole season. Yeah.
It just sort of happened. It's true. And Mike just kept on blowing up the planet. So that's something to do with it.
It was a good bit.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Hey, Steve, Mr. Nelson wants a number 7. Pronto!
Well, there you go. That took care. Hey, what's a number 7?
Mike, you blew up another planet. What is your deal?
I just told them to take care of the little problem.
And they did. Here comes Mike, destroyer of worlds.
I love that Pearl became, like, there were a couple of things that sort of accrued as her character went along. One that I really loved was this sort of idea that she loves to go to casinos and gamble, which is such a portrait of a sort of a tough broad of that age. Yeah. And but at the same time, she was like a mad scientist who lived in a castle.
Costs $1 to play. Come on now, find the lady.
Okay, here's $1.
It's a setup. You can't win. It's a setup.
Shut up. The left.
Well, and there was also the element of she has been around the boyfriend block quite a few times. Mm-hmm. And I love how it wasn't necessarily heightened, but it wasn't dismissed either. It was just part and parcel of Pearl living large.
Living large.
Yep. And
that everybody who like wound up in her orbit kind of like started deferring to her naturally. Like Bobo, the big mountain gorilla, and the all-powerful Brain Guy. There was one sketch I particularly love. It was in her van where she is just getting sick of everybody's shit and starts to go, no, I forget what it was about, but she makes them both cry while they're singing Row, Row, Row Your Boat.
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to do a round as they travel, and they're getting it wrong. And she's, no, damn it.
Row, row, row your boat.
No, wait a second. You start when I point at you. Okay. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. No. You start at the beginning of the song. It's a round.
Okay.
Damn it, a round. Now sing.
Okay.
I don't remember that. Is that the one where Bobo has to change seats? So Kevin is climbing.
Oh my God, yeah. I don't know if this is the same one, but
I don't think it was. But that was one of my favorite moments on camera with you, Mary Jo, of all time, because you just allowed me to crawl over you in the most uncomfortable way. And
Are you bored? Do you want to drive?
Sure.
Right.
Okay, I got it. Wait, I'm looking. I gotta see if I can. Wait,
Nelson, I will hunt you down. I will find you, Nelson. Because no matter where you go, Nelson, who will be there but Mrs. Pearl Forrester?
yeah, that was a hell of a butt shot to the camera. Just like
It was so great, and I love how you just brought it to an 11.
yeah.
So you really committed to the bit. It was so great.
I relished it because it was a rare thing even on that show to be able to, for anyone but the puppets, to be able to engage in some real shtick.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So any opportunity to engage in shtick, I was all for.
Really, one of my favorite parts about doing the Mad segment was getting to be allowed to be that goofy. And I thought the writing, like for all of our characters, sharpened really quickly. You know, as Pearl, I actually think Mike was especially good at writing Pearl. And I don't know what that comes from. I mean, you were good at writing yourself, but I think Mike just came up with the casino and gambling stuff, unless I'm wrong. Everybody kind of like went with the fact that Brain Guy was sort of a pretentious guy in exile, but also the closeted character, which was not necessary. And I hope we didn't go too hard on that. Like it may not stand the test of 20 something years now. But I remember there's one point, because my daughter Molly showed this to me at one point. There's one sketch where Pearl I forget what Brain Guy's doing, but she just looks at him and goes, "Brain Guy, how gay are you?" And it's like kind of a shocking line for this time. It's like, that's probably not great. But,
right.
You know, we got to the point where he was like dressing as a leather daddy for casual day. And
dressed as a nurse in a full Florence Nightingale costume with the cape and everything.
It was so much fun, honestly. I never had a better time.
I think having been over the years also, sorry, my camera keeps going out of focus. Over the years, like we got interviewed, I think it was Outweek magazine, Bill. And, that was when I was told that I was somewhat of an icon in the bear community, which I took as a high praise. Yes,
absolutely.
But, what I got from that was that I think people appreciated that we were straight people, you know, doing jokes about gay people without being derogatory about gay people.
One hopes.
Just like having fun with a theme and I hopefully we didn't offend. We didn't ever want to.
Well, my kids have seen all the sketches, and they are not shy about telling me, you know, that sucked that you said that. So there's part of me that just feels like if they still have a great deal of affection for it, you know, we're okay. Yeah. The other thing I liked about Bobo is that he did retain that big sort of pompous voice, but he became almost like Homer Simpson covered in hair, like eating stuff he shouldn't. And
oh yeah. Lots of smells and tick baths and wonderful things like that.
I don't know why I was watching it. I think it was like to look at the ending theme the other day, because we're thinking about what to do with that, and I just pulled up a random movie on YouTube, and it was the one where Pearl is trying to individually, like her plan to take over the world becomes like to get everybody one by one and basically get them to sign.
I'm going to rule the world, but I'm going to do it one person at a time.
And it was Paul, of course. And the very end of Paul Shurston, the very end of it, he's like finishing off a meal very genially. And so they're all like, okay, so you're going to sign? And he goes, oh, sure. And then he gets a call and it's like the Travelers group has taken over his soul or whatever it is. And he goes, oh, sorry, got to run. And Bobo, the last minute of the show is Bobo pouncing on him, opening his mouth and going, give me back my food.
So very shortly now, Nelson, I will rule Carl.
Untimely, you have to answer to the Travelers group. Give me back my food. Oh.
I had forgotten about that, but that's so funny, Bill, because I pulled up random host segments too, and the one I pulled up was with production manager Peter Rudrud, where he
Yes.
No.
Todd, what do you say? Can I rule you? Can I, Can I?
Rule me? No.
Please?
No.
Yeah.
You can't rule me.
No, can't.
Yeah.
That was...
Yeah.
When you mentioned doing this, Bill, one of the things that I flashed on immediately was how great, especially when you landed at Castle Forrester, how great the interaction, Mary Jo, between you and Jeff as the photographer were, because he used that close-up lens on you a lot and took advantage of it in a great way. I mean, because a lot of people don't want to have that much of a close-up, but you worked it so well, it just added to the character.
You're like Gloria Swanson, just like ready to go.
Well, thank you. I mean, because I lack subtlety and nuance in my acting, so I was going to go for it.
Yes.
Know, Pearl, in the first place, the character is so over the top that what did I have to lose at that point? So
no, yeah.
Do you think, I don't want to get too controversial here, but do you think that it took people a while to accept like a woman bad guy? I mean, it being the 90s, that it was like a little bit like, I'm not so sure. She's bringing up stuff for me that I'm not sure I want to.
Oh, wow. I'm not really sure. I do know, I'm not sure if I could discern any of that in any of the comments or chat forums that I chose to read. I do know there was a lot of upsetness about Trace and Frank being replaced, and it got really personal, but I'm not sure that I could parse it out.
Yeah. I think anytime some beloved person walked and the new person had yet to prove themselves. But at this point, I think Pearl is like a beloved villain because it's just so many funny moments. If I do say so myself, I love the Loving Lovers Love. More than one person has told me that they have played it at their wedding or danced to it. Like actually had the band cover it.
Oh my gosh, I knew that people had played it. I love that sequence, and I hate watching myself on camera, but that makes me laugh mainly because of the way you come out, Bill.
It's gone. It is nothing but a memory.
Memory.
And then it's back.
Yes. There's a light applause when
just like a smattering. It's like we don't want to interrupt the song, but we do want to acknowledge.
A little nod of acknowledgement, like
yes,
like on Mike Douglas and All My Mom's afternoon.
Absolutely,
shows,
that's
when John Davidson would come out and
jeez.
It was so spot on.
That particular showed that besides how talented and fabulous we were, that Jeff Stonehouse was kind of a genius of recreate, like that cheap studio effect with the lights was just spot on.
The star filter, and the melting dissolves, the push dissolves, what they call them.
Yeah.
It goes this way, and then you're over here, and it was brilliant.
And Bill's posturing, not just the little slight acknowledgement, but the posturing that now the stage is yours.
That was just me doing what I always do. It's like the stage is mine now.
If I remember, Bill, you wore a little bow tie, like a tuxedo tie, with your Brain Guy costume.
Bill and I have talked about how we could have made a pretty penny singing that song live. We've had offers. People want us to sing it live, which I just think is so.
I am a multi-millionaire because I sing a goofy song from a 90s TV show at people's weddings.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So before we go, any like particularly memorable moments we haven't talked about, or for us, our version of Mads's?
I'm so glad you asked.
Yes, please have at it.
Because I made notes, because sometimes I have a really, as we're talking about this, I can have a really fleeting memory. The main takeaway was having so much fun on the show in general and working with you guys. But I loved when Brain Guy had BO.
Frankly, his daily cleaning rituals disgust me.
Well, at least with me, they get done.
What are you implying?
I'm implying B.O.
B.O.? That's absurd. I don't even have a body.
And Brain Guy denied it because he doesn't have a body.
I don't have B.O.
And Kevin crawling over me, like I said, and one of the and of course, when loving lovers love, but also I was put in mind of the hair hockey.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah,
Guy Lafleur.
Hockey hair episode.
Yeah.
And just how it was just, the writing on that show was just so easy and great to execute, and it was just so fun.
Oh no, you guys got it too, huh? Well, the best thing is to just let it run its course.
Well, I think it's great. I've never felt so masculine. I feel like Guy Lafleur.
It's time!
Yeah, I mean, it's such a treat to be able to write funny stuff and then do a little skit, do our own stuff. It was such a privilege. I'm glad we're getting another little crack at it. Kevin, how about you? Memorable Bobo sketches?
Well, a couple of quirky things that come to mind with Pearl in particular were but at the beginning and the end of one of the episodes, Mike comes floating over from the Satellite of Love and sits on the door of the Volkswagen van and just has a cup of coffee.
Mike, is that you? Come on over here, neighbor.
You sure it's not too late?
I'll be up another couple of hours or so. Come on over. I just put a fresh pot of coffee on.
Just float on over here, Pearl.
Oh, shh. Hang on. I just put Bobo down, and sometimes he's a little fussy.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's like at the beginning and the end, and it reminded me of that old Warner Brothers cartoon where the sheepdog and the wolf clock in at the beginning of their shift.
Morning,
and they're buddies when they're off duty, they're buddies, and it struck me in the same way that did. Just a lovely moment.
Love that.
A lot of people really love that exchange, but I remember around the time that it aired, some people, and of course this is anecdotal, superficial data, but a lot of people, it didn't. They were antagonized, if I dare say, that it didn't make sense. And I just felt like, well, we're
not in the making sense business.
He floated over without a suit. Well, right. Don't start pulling on that thread. But I always
she drives
the
right. Yes.
She's driving a VW van through space. Let's start there.
With no windows, by the way.
I know, right?
Right. But
yeah.
I love that exchange. That's such a great exchange.
But I guess my favorite Bobo moment, and the one where I just was given permission to be as hammy as I wanted to for as long as I wanted to, is when Bobo wakes up in the middle of the night in his pajamas and starts making a sandwich and slices Brain Guy's brain into thin slices and puts them on the bread. And
well, and you could every time he did it, there was like a little scream from somewhere off stage, and he just looks around like, "Oh, doesn't have much to do with me."
Yes. Oh, nice. Very nice. Oh, fresh. Like it's nice and fresh. When the swallows come back to Capistrano, that's when I'll come back to you.
It's so wild to revisit these what a crazy fun show we got. I mean,
yeah. I will end with probably one of my fondest moments. I think I mentioned this recently, talking to you and Mike, Kevin. The little operetta that Mike wrote, the little Gilbert and Sullivan operetta that Mike wrote when Brain Guy was maybe going to go back with the other two Brain Guys who just appeared after 2 seasons.
I am leaving with my bodies. No more smelly dumb gorillas. No more yelling shrewish women. I must go. I'm departing with my kinsmen to the planet where I come from, even if it means destroying all I know.
Please stay, we are your friends. No more brains are not in pans. Please stay.
We'll give you juice
if you'll only take our hands.
Right.
And it was just, first of all, what a masterful little work. And then to just like do that, we had like a little bit of not quite choreography, but Jeff followed through on his camera, and we're doing thing with the trunk. It was just so much fun, and we kind of nailed it. And then it ended, of course, with Bobo getting something jammed in the trunk and screaming. Very appropriately.
Yes.
Well, I am looking forward to suiting up and going back in again for a couple of shows.
We get to do it again.
I know.
How lucky are we?
Yeah.
It's crazy, but it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, I'm very excited that Trace is going to be designing the set, and Heather Kina, our art director, or our production designer, is going to be building a brand new set for Pearl and Bobo and Brain Guy, and I can't wait to see. I've put a couple of silly ideas in Trace's head, but you don't have to put silly ideas in Trace's head. There are plenty there to begin with.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be great, and we'll have at least one brief moment where all the Mads will be together, even if it is fleeting. But I look forward to it. Thanks for talking to me, guys. I get lonely out here in the suburbs. But I will talk to you both soon, and
Thanks, guys.
looking forward to this summer. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.